Hello, greetings, Earthlings, creatures big and small. Mm. Oh, wow, that's good coffee. Mm. Yeah, just a shot of my hummingbird. Just love this hummingbird. Saturday morning, it's raining, wind, cold. It's an inside day. Captain of my vessel came over last night and wondering when I'm going fishing. I said, I don't know. And thank you for the thumbs up and welcome. Good morning, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, creatures big and small. Wendy Benjamin. Welcome, 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 Wendy Benjamin. Good to see you, Wendy Benjamin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe you're in Nova Scotia or something like that. How's the farm doing? If you have the right person, with 1.2 billion people um, on YouTube, it's pretty tough to remember everybody. There's a lot more people on YouTube. Welcome, 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 and thank you kindly for the thumbs up. Much appreciated. Mm. Oh, happy Saturday, Minty Cactus. Good to see you. Hmm. I was at your channel a couple days ago, and yeah, I hope everything went well for you. Good morning, Lynn T. Make it by Mandy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Cheers. Coffee. Hmm. It's raining here, windy, cold, and the captain of my boat came last night, and he's like, "When are we going fishing? They're catching fish." I'm like, "Well, not yet. Still have a couple of dissolvable stitches in a drainage hole, man. I'm not going fishing." You get a big fish on it, you have to fight that. So no, not that I'm into big fish. I don't. They're kind of old, or so, but they're okay for fish and chips, though. But I'm not allowed to have fish and chips a whole lot. Hey Mel, hurry go live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just watch your video of you guys clearing your land for building your cabin. Wow, that was cool. I mean, you're really going for it, Mel. I was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good to see you, Mel. Oh, I think I'll be sending you an email there, Mel, Mr. Jack, and yeah, there we go. Jack's back. You wouldn't say hello to Jack with "Hi, Jack" at the airport. That always gets me. Yeah, yeah. I haven't sent it yet, but I will be sending it. I think I left a comment there before about something on your video, but I will speak more of it when I send an email. And yeah, it was very cool. Very cool to see you guys out there. And the fifth wheel, I think it was the fifth wheel you were towing out. It was going click, click. I think that's the brake grabbing. I'm not sure though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheers, Mal. I'll be sending an email. Your fifth wheel, that looked really great for sitting there for so many years. I was just like, wow, it looks clean. And I was like, wow, it looked really good. And, I mean, you have to have something to live out of while you're building. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, Yeah, for sure. Have to do the old YouTube trickery here. Coffee and cookies. Oh my gosh, Jack. You bought it last year and it was top shape. It's been there all life. Wow. It looked almost like new. I didn't know that it had. I thought maybe that it needed air in the tires. So I seen the air and I seen the mud had come up, but that was just because it sat there. But the brakes are common that they grab like that. When you're first pulling out, and if you're not totally hooked up right, I don't. I think it was a brake. I think it was a brake, and that's common. I've seen that before. It's not a big operation, but I could be wrong too. I mean, I'm not there. I'm just trying to guess by the sound I was hearing. Right, I'm like click 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 click. But there was a certain amount of timing there that went by. And thank you for that thumbs up. Smoking and code from when I post on Facebook. Laugh out loud. One of my non-smoker friends says cookies. It's 8 a.m. Well, some people need cookies. And cheers to all earthlings, creatures big and small. Yeah, yeah. Oh my. Wake up and get some more coffee. Have to have more coffee. The wheels were all equal, are 20 psi while it was sitting there. Nice. We filled them up, and yeah, the brakes definitely drum has some gunk in there. I could hear it. When I was younger, I did this correspondence course. I was just in my teens and said, become brake technician. And I'm like, oh, okay. I already knew how to do just about every brake in the world. And so I did it and I aced it. And they're like, you got 100%. I'm like, oh, thank you. So then they sent me this other one, be carburetor technician. I'm like, no, I've rebuilt those too. But I had to give them money for that. But I was just in my early teens and I was just adding to the trophies on the wall kind of thing. Get this ticket, get that degree, or get this, or get that trophy, or get that medal. It was always a competitive family that I was in. My oldest brother, he's King Miner of Canada, so I had to try to outdo him. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need more Java. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm down to 3 shirts. I gave too many away, and I haven't hooked up the. I haven't hooked up to people can buy them from my channel yet. I have to do that. What does King Miner of Canada mean? That just means that he can do any job under and above ground, and is fast. He's fastest in Canada, not the world though, but he is. Well, they give him gold medals for it, and you go to Thompson Mining Days or wherever, and they just do. Mining journals show up and take your picture because they interview you because you know how to do every single job for mining. I probably know it as well, but not as fast as him. But he's not that fast anymore. He's like 2 million years old now. Wearing your shirt right now, haha. It's my PJ shirt. It's so big. Good for you, Val. Yeah, I ran out of shirt. I'm down to 3 shirts. Well, a couple of friends and family members came by and demanded some. I said, "Well, they're $20 each." They're like, "What?" I said, "I was just kidding here." So I gave up like 5 of my new shirts. And I was like, would they do that for me? How many colors on that shirt, Howie? Can you show me one more time, please? Oh, absolutely. This was designed by Bev Leach. His name's actually was Beverly Blackmore Leach. He printed almost 1,000 books, and he was a graphic arts designer, very famous at the University of Victoria and the University of British Columbia. And he designed this. He's gone now. He was my best friend. And this was designed by my son-in-law, and that's my John Henry right there, or John Hancock. Yeah, that way there's no mistake. Nona Grace, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. How are you feeling? Are you okay? I watch your videos once in a while. I said extra prayers for you because you were in pretty rough shape. I was worried. I thought, oh my gosh. And you seem to be recovering well, but I wish you the best. You're such a nice human being. It's great to have such great humans on my channel. And thank you very much. Okay, where did you go? Nona Grace is here. Thank you. It is a great shirt. I love it. Yeah, I do. I love it. Wendy Benjamin says, nice shirt. G Mama grows. Hey, G Mama. Hello, fellow Earthling. I'm going to email you one day soon. I work for someone who is going to produce merch for YouTubers, and I bet we could make yours and maybe stickers too. Really? You'd like to do that? I would like you to do that. I have the design on a data stick thingy, a jogger. I don't know much about technology. Now plants, well, hey, or why bees can fly without flying. Like, I could talk about that. But yeah, Nona Grace is here. Oh, say hello to Nona Grace. Great channel, great human being, really awesome. And her hubby's a really cool guy too. You her hubby had to take the helm of the channel for a while because Nona wasn't well. And and it can happen to anybody. So, but you look like you recovered well. I put you in the prayer box at church there. I was just like, well, this is all I could do for you. Yeah. Yes, Nona Grace. Yes. And people say hello. She puts out a video every week, maybe, or something like that. And it's just really cool to listen to her. And she has really awesome views and common sense and what her day was like. It's really cool. Ginger, hello, Ginger Ninja. For real, I just don't know if I will be able to email you before I get back from my trip, but I promise I will. You're tripping? Cool. Yeah, you said the other day you were on a trip. That's pretty cool. I shall go on a trip, a few. The captain of the vessel last night was here. He's got these plans to go around Vancouver Island and stuff. Hey, I was just like, I don't know if I'm up to that, dude. But he's like, well, it's a $500,000 boat. And it's some striker Titan thing or whatever. I don't know. I was just like, okay, dude, that sounds cool. And he's like, yep, this is the trip of a lifetime. He's just planning it now. He doesn't want to go right away. What he does want to go right away is just to go catch some salmon, Oh my, yeah, still painful. I bet. My friend showed up at the door last year and he's like, oh, you got to help me. I'm like, well, what can I do for you? try. And he pulled his shirt off, and I was just like, whoa, dude, you need to go see a doctor. He's like, I have. Now I'm coming to see you. I said, there's nothing I can do for you. You have to go see a doctor, man. I was just like, I was horrified. Yeah, my best advice was to go see a physician. Go, go, go. And, if you don't like what the first one has to say, go see another one. And if you have to, go see another one, because it looked pretty rough on he's my good friend too. I guess it was more than a year ago. It was about 2 years ago now. Sometimes he watches this channel. He goes, no, Howie, you're missing a year. I'm like, oh, okay. I got to remember everything. Leave me alone. But yeah. I wish you the best, Nona Grace. You're welcome, Nona. Oh, shroom trip. Oh my God, Mr. Jack. We go in a few days. Birthday trip for my 16-year-old birthday. 16-year-old's birthday. We are going to Ottawa, Toronto, and Niagara Falls. Wow. I hear there's a lot of people going to the east. Yeah. Well, look at who's here. It's Pilgor. Good morning, Pilgor. Happy Saturday, my friend. My friend. And where are you? Where am I at? We're going a few days. Howie, G Mama Grows, Mandy, Nona Grace. Good to see you all. Hey, Ginger Ninja. Always a pleasure to see you. Good to see you, Pilgor. Hey, Lewis. It's the Marshmallow Man. Welcome. Peace Journey. Good day. Awesome human being. Peace Journey. Always very good conversation. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Visible Farms. Howdy, stranger. Yeah, you don't see Pilgor too much. He's busy. Hi, peace. They don't give you anything for pain. Well, that sounds kind of mean to me. So that happened to me recently. So I requested another physician. I said, and then the worst part was I ended up getting medicine that was not for me. I'm allergic to it, and I'm just like, no, yeah, not for me. And I'm not going to get into that because I could say a lot, and then I could get into some trouble. Mandy says hi to Peace Journey. Hi, Mr. Jack. And hi, Mandy back. They don't give you anything for pain. I think that's disgraceful. They're all scared about the opioid crisis and all that. Well, I'm not. I didn't do that. They send you out to hospital after I had pretty major surgery too. They give you they don't give you anything. And what they did give me, I'm allergic to. I was just like, I can't take a lot of things because I have a pretty natural body. I can't take their their codeines, their Tylenols, and just makes me sick. And Tramadol, that just makes me sick. I can't tolerate it. So I say I'm allergic, but they just put down, oh, can't I can't. He can't. Howard can't take or tolerate it or something in my file I was reading, and I was just like, oh yeah, okay. But it was there, and then several times the nurse, 5 times actually, the different nurses came to give me the one that would send me into an anaphylactic shock, and I'm like, and she goes, oh, however did I miss that? And I'm like, well, maybe you should read the chart and have your coffee first. And she's like, that's a good idea. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the Twilight Zone, dude. Hey, DieBullFrog79, welcome. Good to see you, Al. Al puts out a lot of cooking videos, the finished product. It looks delicious. And he puts out a lot of, not necessarily prepper, but survival in the moment type things. But prepper too. But I mean, he has a lot of upstairs, like how to throw down right now if you need to. And I know that a lot of people don't think of that, and the action can be fast. You don't know when something's going wrong, especially when you're out and about or even in your own home. You don't know. And Al puts you on the tips. He gets you to use the thinky think thing up here. So Captain Steve there from Corsair Trainers calls it use the thinky thing. Yeah, I agree. Use the thinky thing, man. Eco Life, the East is where it's at in summer. The birds know it. Yeah, no kidding, hey? Yeah, I love bird watching. I do a lot of bird watching. Marshmallow Man's here. Marshmallow Man, everybody saying hello to Lewis. Lewis is a very cool guy. He grows his own food. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he likes canning and cool stuff. He's a like-minded person, like cool, like-minded. And Al, very busy and avoid YouTube some lately. Perhaps that is healthy. Some people are on here with an unhealthy mind and probably an unhealthy body too, but I don't know. But yeah, they're just like wow. They don't help themselves, and they get an endorphin dopamine release, from being bad. Put it to better use. Thank you. You are an amazing human yourself. Well, you're very kind. I try to. Oh my God, Die Bullfrog, been a while. I changed my name. This is Quebec Homestead. Yeah, even when I see her eco life, I still just automatically go back. My pattern goes back to Quebec Homestead. I love Quebec. I've been there several times, and it's an awesome place. I don't speak much French though. That I used to in grade six. We had to read and write, and because I had to learn something, I forgot all about it right away. They were teaching me in grade started in grade 5 and 6, and I can ask what time it is. I can say hello and thank you and that kind of thing, and I can count in French and stuff, but I can't actually have a good conversation in French. But I'm going to learn, I think. Cheers. I Ginger Ninja. I take grapefruit seed extract when I need turmeric for any type of, and fermented garlic in honey for. I don't go to the doctor unless there's an emergency. Absolutely. I had to do a bleep bleep and a bleep there because some people are just, you know, doing neuro linguistic programming on people. So I think, if they're that smart to try those type of things on people to get a reaction, like the government or the CRTC or whoever in this world don't like people talking about good things that for good people. That's how you get beep beep beeped. Always a pleasure to see you, Ginger Ninja, and very good info and information. Yes, Howie, more time in the garden. Oh yeah, don't ever leave. Hi, hey, Uncle Al, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yep, Uncle Al, me too. I love it. Hi, her Eco Life. Eco Life's channel looks awesome. I sub so I can watch her. Cool. Mal's a go getter, and she's pretty tough. Yeah, she's gonna build her own cabin. She run her own farm. She does pretty cool videos, and her family and her are awesome people. They're just awesome. I think it's funny you watch my French channel. Howie, did you hit the subtitles? No, no, I didn't. I could hear a little bit of what you're saying, and I understood some, not all. I mean, I understood the gist of it, and I mean, I want to learn more French though. I'm learning Spanish a little bit. I've learned a little bit of German, a little bit of Ukrainian. I've learned a lot of Japanese. I can count. I learned a lot of Punjabi because I thought maybe I'd go there one day, and I thought I'd go to Japan one day. So I just learned to like ask for food, count, ask for water, like this necessities. That's what I had it down to. It's just to ask for water. I mean, you should know how to say aqua in in a in a few languages because or food. It's or thank you. Saying thank you and hello. That them are the I have a list. It's like all the plants that I ever started to learn about when I was younger. First thing I did was learn all the poisonous plants because I figured the rest must be good to go. But I didn't know about eating older plants that they're high in oxalates. I don't feel so good. And I've been eating these, dandelions that have already flowered and stuff. You have to eat young plants, young spinach, young dandelion. Yeah. I used to be Echo in the Forest. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. That was an awesome name. Right on, Peace Journey. Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Yeah, mind control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mind control. Mind control. Yeah, yeah. I see mass mind control with these things, these artificial intelligence and stuff. It's all great in that, you can co-pilot through this GPTS stuff. I don't know what the hell it is. But my buddy there, he's like, oh, I'm gonna protect my what do you call that where you have like copyrighted your life and stuff, and he did all that, and I'm like, why? When you're dead and gone, does it really matter the few scraps that someone's going to be scrapping over? I'm like, no, I'm not into it. Yeah, I thought about smoking some salmon, and I did. Lewis, right on. Try Babbel app for languages. Babbel. I heard about that. I haven't done that yet. Punjabi, that's awesome. That's like in Spanish. Knowing where is the bathroom is a good one. Yes, yes, absolutely. Hey, growing on Vancouver Island. Cheers. Good to see you. Your latest video was really spooky, and then when your little doggy there, the supervisor appeared, I'm like, I was just like, it jittered me a little bit. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is editing. Oh my god. Yeah. I have to go prep my daughter's birthday party. Hey, see you, Mal. Talk to you soon. You take care and happy birthday to your daughter. Yeah. Yeah, she has two daughters. They're really cute. They're sweethearts, man. Yeah. Good morning, growing on Vancouver Island from Peace Journey. I'm about to go pull some dirt from the compost, but I'll be listening. Ginger Ninja, my very best on your endeavors. Yeah, your video there growing on Vancouver Island was very cool. Good editing, good storyline, very impressive. You have talent. Yep, you have talent. That's for sure. Have to do the sneaky thing for my YouTube. See you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, Nona Grace. I hope everything works out really good for you, Nona Grace. Yeah. What an awesome human being. Very cool human. Yep. I gotta do the same. Got 3 gardeners work. Later, Howie. Later, Bullfrog 79. If you don't know Uncle Al, stop by. That guy's got a lot of videos on how to make out well. In just about any situation. You might not like some of Uncle Al's views, but he might not like some of yours. You might love some of Uncle Al's views, and he might love some of yours. Yeah, he's a graceful gentleman, but an extreme warrior if you come across him in an alley in the middle of the night. You, yeah, he can take care of himself. He's been through a lot, but he can take care of himself. Yeah. Yeah, welcome there, growing on Vancouver Island. Congratulations, Eco. My youngest just turned 18 a couple of months ago. Yeah, it's great when they hit 18. It's like, one's out the nest, or some stick around. I wish I had stuck around at my father's place a lot more, and my grandmother's. Yeah, only regret I ever had. I got, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, the ghost video. You did a couple of those before, at least one that I can remember, but this one was outstanding. Yeah, it's good to see your pooch there, Mr. Supervisor. He was a cool dog, very cool. He sure liked to eat his greens. Hey, he would eat just about everything. Oh boy, yeah, he was vegetable eating man. That's for sure. Yeah, have a lovely weekend, Uncle Al. See you, Uncle Al. Yeah, he liked to eat pumpkin leaves. I was just like, wow. Yeah, pumpkin leaves. Well, he would eat anything green. He was a veggie eater. Tomatoes, kale, yeah, melon, squash leaves, and broccoli. Yeah, I watched them. It was interesting. Yeah, we lost Charlie this year. Bloody shame. Yeah, Chaz Devlin. Good morning, Chaz. Good to see you there, neighbor. Yeah, we lost Charlie this year. Every time I go over to my family's place there, he's not there. Boy, it's hard because you always have that treat, and you always have that hello, and it's just not there. Yeah, it's a bit of an empty feeling. We're looking at a couple of hounds. So hard to lose a pet. Yeah, I agree. It's just family. It's your fellow creature, big and small. It's like earthlings. You love them. Um, you know, Charlie went everywhere with us. He journeyed a lot of places. Like, he loved going to the islands. He would swim around and around in the ocean, and go underwater, grab a stone and bring it up, and it's like, yeah, I could do that. I don't see you guys doing that. And he was smart. Yeah, yeah. I miss all my animals I've ever had. My cats, my dogs, pet birds I had, pet fish I had. I had pet chickens, pet pigs. They were friends. They were family. Yeah, it's tough. I understand why people don't get close to creatures and people. I understand, but yeah. Echo moved out. She was daunted by the amount of work needed to transform a bus into a schoolie. Oh, that's why we lost Echo in the forest. I like that channel's name. It was awesome. But Peace Journey is very cool. I like that too. Peace Journey. Yeah, very cool. I'm down for either name, but I must say I Echo in the forest. It caught me because, well, I like the forest. I love the forest. When I'm in the forest, I don't think of anything but the forest, breathing, and then it stays with me. There's like a resonance kind of thing. and it stays with me, and I'm good to go for a long time. And then when I get back to the forest, it's like, yeah, it's still here. And, it's yeah. I find it hard to lose a dog than some people. I know, weird, eh? I think it's because animals are so loyal that your living spirit is like, wow. Good morning, Adrian. Cheers to Adrian. Yep. I find it harder to lose a dog than some people. Yeah, I understand the feeling of the forest. I'm the same when I go there. Sorry, I poofed a second back. I poofed a second back. Laugh. Okay, I'm all good with that. Yeah, Adrian's here. Cool. I had a lot of things planned for today. Oh, you're most welcome, Adrian. It's nothing personal. It's me and my experiments. Yeah. Good to see you, Adrian. Always a pleasure. Cheers to Adrian. Drinking my chai tea while I watch chai tea. I have chai tea several kinds. Well, there's only really one kind of chai tea, but I mean, you buy these different chai teas. But now with the different spices I have, I don't need to buy chai tea. I can make my own. Yeah, I like lots of cream in it. Yep, yep. Chai tea is really healthy for you. Put it this way: the oldest people in the world are like average, well over 100, up to 126 years of age. They're those yogis in India. Hmm. Eat a lot of vegetables. Hmm. They eat fish too, but they don't eat beef. They eat chicken, but they live 126 years. It's like that's like 75 years. No, not quite 70 years more than me already at my age. So I'm like, Yeah. Do you grow chamomile, Howie? It grows wild here. There's German chamomile, and there's another little shorter one, and there's might be like three different kinds of chamomile here. Maybe. Do you grow chamomile tea? I know a gal that grows lots to make her own teas. Yeah, it's a really good tea, and I like the flower too. But yeah. Oh, do you grow Mel? We lived Mel. Mel. We lived in a spiny patch. I'm hoping that the true forests are as peaceful. Oh, you must be part of the desert in Texas or something. Or even pick spruce tips. Oh yeah, of course. She makes that into it as well. Yeah, don't eat chamomile flowers. Not delicious. Well, they might not be delicious, but they sure are healthy for you. It's that super bitterness that you want. You must overcome. Yeah, I mentioned on your video about chocolate lilies. We repel down Mount Finlayson here, and we repel down Mount McDonald. There's a few good places to repel. I don't like climbing much; it's too much work for me. But well, I have done it often when I was younger. But as I carry a few extra pounds, it's kind of tough to go up on the ascenders and crack in a piton here and there. But I'm all for repelling. I've done that out of a chopper. I've done that off of bridges, buildings, mountains, gorges. I like repelling. I don't have to climb back up. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Yeah, chamomile flowers are extremely bitter. That's a bitter. It's a bitter. Did I mention it's a bitter liver? Good for it. Oh, no, thanks. No rappelling or rock climbing for me. I would sit in and watch, though. Yeah, lots of people do that. Yeah, I do that. If I feel that there's going to hail or something like that, I just won't go. I'll know. I can smell it, man. And I'll look at the weather and everything, but I'll go watch and call search and rescue when you become a bloody pancake. I've done that, and I warned them you shouldn't go. They don't listen. Yeah. Yeah, it's not pleasant, but people just don't like these two kids that just drowned out in Cordova Channel, just right out in front of my place here. They were in a kayak. 120K wind came up. Lowest tide of the year, highest tide of the year, all combined with a full moon. And you try to go through the channel. They found them down in Washington State. I knew they were gone as soon as they were missing. I knew it. I just knew it. And then when I seen their kayak, I was just like, what a pile of junk. There was no buoyancy there, and you're in the channel like that. I mean, it's a really thin spot. So the whole ocean out here has got to come into this channel, and it's got to get lifted up. And they went off of the Dead Man's Island towards Sydney right at the time 120K wind gusts were coming. They were in their 20s, man. They had a lot of life to live. And it's just like these rock climbers that'll go rock climbing in any weather. And I'm like, sure. Should I bring a camera with me? Do you have life insurance? When I do my rappelling, like I'll climb a tree, like a 150-foot tree, and rappel down if I can, or I'll just climb back down through. I haven't done it for a while. I haven't been well, but for 3 years now, I've been down, really. But anyway, I love rappelling. I think it's awesome. I've never videotaped that, but of course, I haven't been doing it as of late either. Yeah. If you see someone doing something that's not healthy for them, it's almost impossible to get them to stop. You almost have to rip their shoes off their feet and get them to walk around on the ground to get them grounded to understand you. Perhaps you have a fatalistic gene, you know. But yeah, sad when young folks die because they just didn't understand that they're not Superman. You're not Batman. You're a male earthling or a female earthling. And you all bleed red. But you got to use the thinky think thing like Steve from Corsair Trainers. Use the thinky think thing. Oh, Jesus, makes me mad to see young people do stupid things. Of course, I did stupid things too, but actually not as much as others. My grandfather was a great judge of character. Yeah, and I hung out with him. Couldn't get in any trouble with Grandpa. He just wouldn't have it. Oh no, repelling or yeah. I've eaten a lot of flowers. The worst one is the California poppies. Don't try them, not worth it. I haven't tried chocolate lilies or tiger lilies, still on my list of flowers to try. Yeah, do you grow chocolate lily or tiger lily growing? No. Well, yeah, I do tiger and woodland lilies. But chocolate lilies, no, they're kind of really rare. So when you're repelling, you see these gardens on the side of the mountain. And I'm telling you, when I first seen the chocolate lilies, I mean, I remembered reading about them. You read about them and dream about them. And in my next short video, there's a message for all people that dream about gardening and growing their food. It's from Dave Chambers. He's a local organic farmer here, just a little less than 30 acres he farms. And I brought him my giant squash, and he's like, tastes like ice cream a little bit. I'm like, I know. I said, I gotta make a video. You gotta say that. And he's like, this is one of those West Coast melons. Because I've heard of these. I said, really? He goes, yeah, but I haven't tried one. And I was like, well, I split it open, and there was this little tiny little pouch of seed in there. And I'm like, oh man. So I sliver off a little bit. I said, I'm cutting a piece off the half that you get. I get this half. You laugh. Yeah. Do you grow chocolate lily? I wish. They taste good, peppery, like if you're eating steak. Not that I know anything about eating them. No, sir, I'm a native of the hill country. It's short trees, cacti, and scrub in the land of granite hills and limestone caverns with 1,000 fresh water springs. Not many big trees, though. Wow. 1,000 freshwater springs. God, I'd be in my glory. I'd be making my own swimming pool right there. Oh, yeah. No, I don't, but I'm thinking of planting tiger lilies. Yeah, and woodland lilies. Never eat the white lily or you just won't be here anymore. Just that's all you gotta remember. Don't eat white lilies. All others are good to go. My favorite personally is rose. I like McCartney rose, and I like Joseph's coat of many colors. Those are my favorite fragrant roses to eat when I'm grazing through the food forest. And it's interesting, you don't want the glow kids and you don't want the rose fully open because of parasites that go in there. And a bee carries parasites. Even a hummingbird will have parasites. So you want a young flower that's just barely opened because the parasites are most likely not in there yet. So when you do the roses, you grab the outer edge, you grab the seat of it, and you give it a little twist like that, and you go like this, and then you let go of the stem, and you've got this flower. So you roll it a little bit like this, and tap 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 tap. Most of the glow kids, and the glow kids are seeds with a little hook on it. You don't want that in your throat, I'll tell you. It's nasty. It's really nasty. Did I mention that it's really nasty? So you know, roses, all roses are delicious. And some are absolutely to die for. And most have glow kids, so be very careful. And be very careful with any flower eating that you're doing. Do your research, like growing on Vancouver Island there. Lisa does a lot of research. She's very common sense. Can you plant tiger lilies from bulb tubers? Yes. My tiger lily bed desperately needs to be thinned out. Yes. I'm happy to give you some growing. It may be a long time right now, though. Yes, you can plant from bulbs, of course, and bulbs. When is best time to transplant growing? Do you know? When they're dormant. I'm not sure, but at the end of the season, they produce the seeds. So I'm assuming that's a good time. Yes, keep in touch. I have so many growing ideas, love to share them. Not ideas, not sure where they came from. Thank you, Mandy. Look at all your wonderful people. Yes, Shawnee, you're one of them. You're one of the like-minded earthlings, possibly even a distant relative. Possibly. It's not a very big clan. People that with the last name Shave. It's not. It's not millions of them. Maybe thousands if you're lucky. Yeah, very rare. Hello. Here Lisa says my favorite flowers are the peach and plum flowers. Snapdragons are good too, and snow in summer. Yep. The roses are interesting because each color has a different taste. Yes, you're quite right. My favorite's McCartney, and I mean I have a lot of roses, and I'm picking roses for a friend today. Her dad passed away, and I knew him. Passed away. He was. I think he was like 1 year shy of 100, and he passed away. He'll be missed. He was like a super cool dude, man. The guy never missed his apple cider vinegar, never, and he always went a naturopathic way. And he lived 1 year shy of 100. He drove till he was 98. He bought a brand new electric car. Anyway, I'm going to bring her some of her favorite roses today. I know her husband really well. He's kind of one of my mentors and stuff. Well, he is a mentor. My favorite flowers, yeah, peach and plum, yummy. Yep, violas, dusted with powdered honey is. Oh my god! But roses and lavender are tasty. Yeah, lavender is really nice. What are we planting today? That's a good question. It's raining here, windy, cold. It's 7 right now, 7 Celsius. And last week we had some record cold temperatures. It went down to 4 and 5. I was like, "Are we kidding here? It's it's nearly the end of June. I mean, this is the summer solstice coming up, and I'm like, no, no, it's not. It's record low temperatures we've been having." And the opposite of record low is record high temperatures. So take note, get your pen and paper, because if it becomes too hot above ground, underground may be a little cooler for you. Okay. Yeah. Caves are your best friend when it becomes too hot. Don't sit in a apartment building, and don't sit in your house when if you can go underground. And if you had to dig a cave, most places it wouldn't take very long, about a day or two, especially if there's a long heat dome stretched out. And we've had those. Good morning, Oak Knob Farm. Very cool channel. He's growing on rock. Yeah. What are we planting today? Nah, you know what? Not a heck of a lot. I could plant peppers, but I've got about, I don't know, probably 25 pepper plants that need to go in, and I really don't have anywhere to put them, but I'm going to make room. I'm going to dig out some potatoes here and there anyway. And it's almost time for that new potato harvest. Did you know that if you take the potato out and and wash it and consume it within 20 minutes, it really tastes like potato. And my favorite potato is the purple potato, which was the original one. And then there's these hated ones from the Spaniards that came up on the West Coast, and they left them with the the people, the indigenous population on Guayanas, Haida Gwaii. It was all one time known as Queen Charlotte Islands. But anyway, there's potatoes that the Spanish had, and actually they're over in the San Juan Islands too, and it was a slight different variant, but they just took them from Peru and Colombia and wherever, and they traded up and down the coast. So these potatoes came here via the Spanish. That's why we have like all these Spanish names like Cordova, San Juan, and the list is really endless. Mr. Whistle, welcome, welcome, welcome. My favorite flower not to eat is okra. It reminds me of a passion flower. Yeah, I don't. Ugh, okra, and everybody loves it. I think I'd like it if it's crispied up, crunchy, and it's just like, ew. I tried it a million different ways, but yeah, maybe I will. I have a little job to do. I have a morning glory infection. It's like, oh, it's a pain in the butt. It comes from the neighbor. He built this lawn. And I said, where'd you get the soil? This was like, 10 years ago. He's like, oh, I got it from this place down on, you know, I'm not going to say the road. And I'm like, I said, was there a stand there that says horse manure and it was all in garbage bags? He's like, yeah, that's the spot. I'm like, did you know that's a morning glory bindweed field? He's like, what's that? I said, well, that's morning glory and bindweed. You don't want that. He didn't know. He didn't care to know. Anyway, it came into my food forest. So every year I have to spend a week, twice a year, removing it. And sometimes even an extra week digging it out in the wintertime, because you can find the root underneath the ground. And then you go right along the border of the property in the back on the west or on the east side of the property. Cold for peppers outside, isn't it? Yes, I agree. Most people over 100 I have met are super healthy, still have a very intact mind. Yeah, Ray Ray was all there. Yeah, so I couldn't have cut his daughter some her favorite roses and bring it to her. And his best friend was his daughter's husband. So I go over there today. I brought them some sweets and stuff from the Dutch bakery here in town. I gave them those bar cakes, like they're really nice stuff. And yeah, hello, Mr. Whistle. I planted a tomato called Candyland. I can only imagine how sweet it will be. Oh, interesting. This year, I just went out and I bought a basket of tomatoes that were organic, and they were all different tomatoes, and I planted them. And I found some organic heritage tomatoes, like big ones like that. I planted them. I didn't buy seed. Most of what I grow this year, I just bought from vegetables at the store, like all the peppers, same thing. I found a pepper, I liked it. Okay. I tried to get organic where I could. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a video there growing on Vancouver Island. Make it by Mandy. Oh, here is something interesting. I cut some lettuce off just above the soil last week. It's already regrowing by itself. Yeah, it's nice, cool, rainy weather. And my favorite is not, oh, here it is. This is lettuce Grand Rapids, non GMO. See, Corky, if you're going to watch, there you go, Corky, non GMO. She's such a sweetheart. It grows here, days to harvest 45, and people come here to pick this. Yeah, this is my favorite lettuce because it grows. I planted this in February in little seedlings from inside underneath a glass shield, and it's very slow to bolt. So it just gets these big, huge, leafy heads. It just keeps going out and out and out and out. And I'm like, yeah, that's for me. That's the one for me. Less work, right on. Oh, here, okay. Hey, Mr. Whistle says he's doing fantastic. That's wonderful. Good to see you, Mr. Whistle. I've watched your videos before. Very cool. Transferring plants today will get to 44 Celsius today. So I have about 20 minutes of salmon coffee time left. Oh, yeah, salmon coffee time, hey? That's interesting. I love it. Plant more wildflowers. Yeah, one of my neighbors clears out this big patch at her place and she sowed all wildflowers. I don't want anything but wildflowers here. And I'm like, okay, I'm all for that. So that was like a month or so ago. Nothing grew. I'm like, well, where's all your wildflowers? She goes, oh, no, they'll come up by themselves. I'm like, okay. So 4 weeks ago, I went, what? Nothing. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. And I was there yesterday. Nothing. I said, okay, you better plant again. It was just simply either too early or perhaps you have to do it and it was wildflowers that are indigenous to Vancouver Island, which was pretty cool. But morning glory is the bane of my existence. Transferring plants today. Good for you, Peace Journey. And Mandy says hi to Mr. Whistle. Plant more wildflowers. Hey, make it by Mandy. My lettuces are loving this weather. Yeah. Yeah, they love that cool weather. But I was glad when I did have the like I kept glass jars like 1 liter size ones and bigger. And I put that as a shield on top. And they were growing inside the glass when it snowed here. It was really weird to see. It's like, I didn't make a video though, but I will soon. Plant more wildflowers. Okay. Make it by Manny. Mine too growing. That's the lettuce that's regrowing itself, Howie. I love that lettuce. Yeah. Italian leaf lettuce, curled leaf lettuce. I love socializing with my food forest permaculture family. Much love, mad respect, Peace Journey. And thank you everybody for hitting that thumbs up too while you're here. That sweet Peace Journey. It sure is. I'm going to go grab another coffee, and I think it's still coffee and salmon time, according to Peace Journey. Sometimes it sucks being a diabetic because you look at all these beautiful treats people bring to you and stuff, and you're not allowed to have it. And if you do have it, you spike your sugar level. Sugar is that's quite the addiction. Sugar, especially a diabetic, they just crave sugar, and I was never a sweet type sugar. I mean, I like sweet apples and stuff like that, but now it's like as soon as someone gives me something, I won't reject a gift. I'll always take it. I'll never reject a gift. It's part of my culture not to. So anyway, it's tough. It's tough to walk by those sugary sweets. I had to give up maple syrup, honey, and now my doctor wants to do another A1C, and I'm like, well, last one was 8.6, down from 12. And I thought, well, I wake up to a 6.1, but today I woke up to a 6.5. I just went, huh, it's zero point 0.4 above. I was like, I mean, that's okay, right? You're okay, but yeah, that's the lettuce we grow. I love them. That's sweet. Yeah, I grew way too much lettuce, charred spinach this year, so I have been sharing it with friends and family. Yep, cut it off, drop it off at the food bank. That's what I do. Actually, they come here and pick it up, so I don't mind that. I'm not much into sweets, but I do love salt, which isn't much better. Laughed out loud. Yeah, you have to watch salt. Salt. There's many types of potassium. There's many types of salt. There's many types of sodium. There's many. I don't know a lot about it, but it does require research if you've got problems. I had to bring my butter lettuce inside to the air conditioning. We have big tomatoes on the vine, but have to plant different varieties for the hot season. Peace journey. No, not the maple syrup and honey. Well, I was going in for surgery and I had to have a certain sugar level or they wouldn't give me the surgery. And I couldn't take a chance. So I had to omit. I love unpasteurized honey. I love unpasteurized maple syrup. I like raw honey and raw maple syrup. I make several dishes with, excuse me, with maple syrup and honey, but I had to omit because the medical system here is very finicky over nothing, really. They make something from nothing about something. Nuts. I had to bring my butter lettuce inside to the air conditioning. I've never heard of that. I've heard of shade cloths, but that's pretty good. That's very good. I'm all for that. Growing more veggies. Thank you for hitting thumbs up. But yeah, you in reality, if you look at the situation of a human being, they only had access to like sugars like honey or a sweet plant like sugar cane once a year. Like for 2 weeks, you would get duck or you would get eggs until someone domesticated a chicken. That's the way it was. You would find something and consume it. That's what you did. You hunted and you gathered and foraged, and eventually humans figured out how to farm. You know, so you were opportunistic feeder. So maple syrup was an opportunistic time, but it's what was available. Like we all don't understand too much about if there's nothing on the shelf. There's not a feeling of distress that you can describe when you're looking at the shelf at the store and there's nothing on it. You will feel alone. You will feel scared. You will feel upset. You will feel like you want to run. You will feel very alone when you look at that shelf and there's nothing on it. It's a very serious feeling to have. It's extremely serious. So you better know how to look after yourself. And that's what prepping channels and permaculture channels, that's why they're there. That's why people want like-minded people like you. Show up, please. Learn and apply. Your regiment, initiating your regiment of having fun is the first thing that I try to do. And then does what I do for fun, which is, study plants, and I'll go fishing, and I'll study mushrooms, or I'll study some new soil things or something to do with nature. Oh, I'll recognize a bird. I have my bird books, and I have binoculars, I have my cameras. So I really like that. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to bird watch. It's so awesome. Yeah. So initiating your prepping, is and planning for the future, initiating that. But the first thing is initiating fun, and then that's when you will do really well, because it's fun for you. If it's not fun for you, you won't do very well at it. Sugar helped me give up corn syrups. Honey is helping me give up sugar. I'm transferring sweet herb today. Sweet Sicily is very sweet. Yeah. But have to plant different varieties for the hot season. Oh, I think you're over here. Oh, you're hoping to get it. It is as huge as the mints are doing here. Cool. Oh, yes, raw's best. Can you use herbs like chocolate mint to trick your mind into thinking you are eating sweets, Howie? Well, I have done something similar to that, but it wasn't mint, but it does help. But my favorite was taking a cacao bean, breaking it, and just putting it on the inside of my jaw. Yeah, like years and years ago, like a long time ago, many dozen years ago, I quit smoking cigarettes. That's all I ever did. I just put a little piece on the inside of my jaw and let it dissolve there. But yeah, whatever tricks your mind. I mean, for me, food, there's a different, like I have food craving, and then I'm actually food hungry. And I have to recognize that it's just a crave. I'm not hungry, that I've eaten enough, and it's okay to be hungry. But food cravings can trigger like an instant dopamine relief, getting the sugar. And then, sugar is one molecule different than heroin and cocaine. That's how bad sugar is. And the sugar lobbyists, they put it in everything, and it's really bad for earthlings. You're only supposed to have it for like a couple of weeks a year, man. And we just indulge every day. I gotta have my slushy, my pop, and my ice cream. My God, man, how the hell is your pancreas working even still? I couldn't do that. I'm a full blown diabetic. I take insulin every day. I have to, or you know, it's just I have to keep that sugar level down. I don't want an infection, even though I ended up with one, and there were some weird things presented to me that want me to stop this and do that, and I'm like, well, why would I do that in mid during an infection? I want my sugar level down. It just didn't make any sense. So I instantly called a ton of people, and that ain't free. I got the real gist of all of it, and it's disgusting. Can you use herbs? Yeah, you sure. Chocolate mint's really nice. It's my favorite. I like orange mint too. Peace journey. It went from low 80s to over hundreds in less than 48 hours. The seasons change fast here. The big tomatoes can't handle the heat stress, so I plant sweet 100s and yellow pears for the summer. Well, yeah. So what that is photosynthesis stops after 85 degrees, and certain plants need humidity, like salmon plants, I think it's like 60 or 65 is optimum. But so when you go on a range of all that, and once you're above 85, the stomata stops. it no longer pulls in carbon dioxide. It no longer does that. It shuts down and closes. Yeah. But in some things like the conifers, like Douglas fir, when they hit 85 degrees for 3 days straight, they start secreting sugar blocks. And you could actually pick the sugar block. And if you're a wise person and you see the first day happen, the second day, it's the third day that you go and collect the sugar blocks. And I'll tell you, it was the best thing I ever ate. Oak Knob, that's hot peace journey. We just passed our last frost date last weekend. Hey, Oak Knob Farm, welcome along. Yes, sir. That's why I garden and dehydrate to harvest the store. I won't go to the store during the panic run. Yeah, never get in a lineup. Didn't during the ice storms, and all we needed is a matter of house rules beforehand. Yep. I have to go get ready. Bye, Mandy. Thank you for being here. Hey, I love yard sales. Hey, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that. Call my friend. Yeah, want to go to yard sales? I'll have to go to the bank. Oh, I have to get ready. You have a good day. Much love, everyone. Have fun, Mandy. Have fun from Oak Knob Farm. Peace Journey. Yes, live by Driftwood, Texas. Very hot, but there's a swimming hole nearby that has cool, clear water. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Got to get those negative ions for that biorhythm. Cheers to you, Peace Journey. Much love, Mandy. Have a great weekend. Absolutely. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up while you're here, when you come in, and when you leave, and with multiple accounts. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Well, YouTube rules. A friend of mine's coming on live here, Urban Gardening Chronicles. She comes on, I think, around 9 Pacific time. That's probably like 11 or noon where she is. Always a really cool channel, Urban Gardening Chronicles. I wonder if she's live early or something. You don't know. Well, Mandy's off to gardening or off to garage sailing. It's one of my favorite things to do. I like always stop at freebies. Yesterday I could have had a free boat hauler, but I didn't take it. I figured someone else could use it. I could buy one. They're only a few $100, but it was free and they had a free sign on it. I'm like, oh, gee. And I just slowly drove by with my friend and, it means I got to take it home. That means I have to store it. And I thought, well, maybe it's meant for someone that really super needs it too. Yeah, that can happen. Oh, I'm going to finish my coffee and my salmon, and I think I'm going to head out to, yeah, you all have a great day. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Save your seeds. Always have different radish seeds available because they're nitrogen fixers and they grow within 21 days. So it's nice to have a globe radish with some greenery. It's got a slightly peppery taste. Put that in your pack wherever you're going in your bug out bag, at least in 21 days, wherever you are, you've made a bit of soil and you can grow a few radish. They grow really fast. So I didn't know radishes were nitrogen fixers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All radishes are nitrogen fixers. And what you do is you plant different ones to penetrate soil, like daikon and stuff like that, a big, heavy root system that goes out and breaks apart soil. But globe radishes, they grow in 21 days. So wherever you are and you've got a few packets of globe radish seeds, you've got a salad and you have food in 21 days. You can't go wrong with that. Camo and Bows. Good morning, Camo and Bows. Hey, Bill. Welcome, welcome. Well, now I'll have to stick around for a little bit longer. Bill's here. I watch his videos. He does drone and video videos in Newfoundland, and he does dirt bike videos. Very cool. Good to see you, Camo and Bose. Looking good, Howie. Yeah. Still got blonde hair. And I don't dye it. I have a gray beard though, so I shaved it off. When you go to the, it's good sometimes if you got to go where there's sick people and you want a nice tight mask. And I even broke out the respirator there because I have no immunity against anything, and I don't believe in masks, but sometimes I have to use them. Bill, you're welcome, Bill. Good to see you. Yeah, Bill, very cool, Bill. Yeah, he was. He's a very good guy. He likes to grow citrus. First time was years ago, and it was off of what channel was that? Roger and Kim's channel. There, they were sharing a channel. I forget the name of it, but Canadian Drone Hub or something like that. I think that's where I met you, Bill. Yeah, Howie, I got a nice bit of potato going this year. I planted. Yeah, I noticed that you did. You started some in buckets even. So yeah, container growing with potatoes. The thing is, you just keep mounding it up all the way up, and you're just going to have more and more potatoes growing all along the stem. That's the whole idea of mounding potatoes. Yeah, there's I have every kind of potato growing that I can possibly find on this planet growing in my backyard in the food forest on the floor. I plant as many as I can. For a simple fact, you can buy 50 pounds of any potatoes and just plant them, and then you got 500 pounds. Well, okay. How does that work? Yeah. Is Mandy here today? Camo and Bose, she was, and she's gone garage sailing, and her kid's birthday's coming up pretty quick, and she's having the time of her life with her garden, and yeah, she certainly was here. Hi, Atlantic. Hi, Camo. Yep. How are you? Okay. Potato growing. I love potato growing. Oh, it sounds good. I got red thumb, red apple, red Pontiac, and Warba. Yeah, nice. I like purple potatoes for cooking my fish, like the cod or something, or your salt cod. Like you soak your salt cod for a little bit. You got some bruise going on, and and you just drop those new potatoes, and don't cut them like this, like lay it down. Don't cut it like this. You sliver it lengthwise like that, and on an angle like a French cut. Hey, and then just drop them in after you soak that salt fish for like a day or two, right? Yeah, yeah, and yeah, they make these purple fish cakes. They looked absolutely gorgeous. Use the purple potato with the purple onion, and so you end up with this purple fish. So hey, I'm all for it. Yeah, I love the purple. Yeah, purple potato is the best. It's for fish. Now, the new white potatoes, like any new white potato in the spring, is good. I like it with salmon, like fresh salmon with dill and butter. And then, but I like my fresh lingcod fried in a crispy type setting, like like you don't want to heat up butter like a lot. You want to just warm it up and then drop the fish on their big thick fillet and leave it, turn it over, and then put a lid on it and leave it and then serve it. It's delicious. I like halibut too. It's one of my favorites. I love salmon patties and tuna fish sandwiches. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I'm going tuna fishing here. Yeah, I'm going. It's all rigged up, but it's not for like another month or so. But I want to trade with Atlantic. I'm growing about 10 varieties of peppers and herbs. Well, go for it. I think Bill's got an email there in his about section. I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Salmon patties, camo and bows. Oh, yeah. Wild Edibles did a piece on salmon. I send them salmon once a year, so I don't hide. No, there's no hiding Bill. Bill's a gentleman, a fine gentleman, a rare treat amongst a lot of men on this planet. Bill's somebody, man. Yeah, he's a very good human being. I love him. I never met the guy, but he's my YouTube family, and I've been to his island, the Rock, there a few times. I spent a couple, 3 years here and there with my family, even there, so I know a little bit about the place. Yeah, yeah. Well, I plan on traveling as soon as I get better, and I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. I know I am. I know I am. I'm better. Yeah, it's all in the attitude. And I want blueberries from Newfoundland. I have these pickers, these blueberry pickers, and I have this gentle way and not to injure the plant. And if I go there, I'm going to use them in late July, early August, or late August, early September, whenever the berries are ripe. I even like green blueberries. Apologies, Atlantic. I'm not on any social media, but my email is Silver Dragon. Ooh, cool. I like the name. I love dragons. So, yeah. Yes, bud. I hope you get here. Would love to spend some time with you to pick your brain. You could be disappointed. There's not a hell of a lot in there, Bill. Don't see hollow. Peace journey. I will email you. Well, Bill's pretty good on his word. Okay, we'll look for a William. Okay, I don't know if that's his name, but Bill, baby short for William. That was my grandfather's name. So, Camo and Bo's still in here. You're a good dude too, Howie. Yeah, well, thank you kindly there, Camo and Bo's. I'm gonna give you a wrench. You've been to my channel quite a few times. There you go, buddy. You can move around and say hello to folks if you'd like. Shawnee, I'm going to make broth today. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. I make broth once a month, maybe, and then I freeze a bunch. Also, make beef tallow, and I make lard. I don't use oils like other people do. Sent that peace journey. Howie, I have known you a long time. Yes, you have. Thank you for being such a good person. You've always been really good. Sean, I'm going to make broth today. Oh, when I make broth, first thing I do, I go shopping in the food forest. And then the stuff I've saved up, like tomatoes that are just about, a little bit ripe, and then peppers that are starting to dry and little cracks on them, and celery and whatever. And I boil that down. Then I throw in all my bones and pieces of meat. And you're not allowed to make fish sauce, hey, because you're fermenting fish. You're not allowed to do that in some places. Not so much here, but in Italy and stuff, you're not allowed because it stinks. Can't go wrong with broth. No broth, it's an instant nutrient delivery. It's instantaneous, like bone marrow. Always put a bone in your any broth. Just put it in there for the entire cooking, even if it's just one or two beef bones or whatever you have. But it's an instant nutrient delivery. It's instantaneous. It's soluble. It's already in the water, so your body can absorb it really well. But I must say, thank you all for being here, but I must go. It's been like an hour and a half. I've got some carrot planted and I have some strawberry towers. Nice. I'm super excited for this year's harvest. Yeah, I'm already eating strawberries too. I've eaten 2 strawberries so far. They're delicious. Later, Atlantic Adventures and Peace Journey. Thank you kindly for being here. You're everyone here, Shawnee and everybody that came in that may or may not be here still. Thank you so much, Oak Knob Farm, and have a great day, you as well. And Peace Journey, don't see an email, so sub to your YouTube account. Good. Bill always answers just about everything that I've ever left a comment. He said hello. And he's a really nice, fine gentleman. Yeah, a rare treat. Thank you for being you, Bill. See you, Bill. See you, Camo and Bows. Ending stream now. I got you. Okay. You're welcome there, Bill. It's the absolute truth. Later, all.